Keenan, we'll start with you. Obviously, a new, bigger role for you on this year's team. The stats are what they are. They've been pretty impressive. Where do you feel you've grown the most as a player from the end of last year to the start of the playoffs this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think I talked about it with you earlier in the year. I just learned so much from them guys, Preston, Owen. You grow seeing them, and then now it was my turn to do it this year, and it's the same thing. I just trust my coaching, Coach Cheddar. I mean, I love that he's my coach. Every week he's got a good game plan, and really I just do what I'm told. I go out there and fly around, play aggressive, and with my teammates, and I just stick to the plan, what Coach Cheddar tells me, and it's worked out so far. So.
This question is for both of you. Your thoughts, start with you, Carter, when you found out that you were playing Platteville.
We were excited, we got a chance to come back home, put on the Nasty Blacks. We're always excited to bring the brotherhood here. We were just excited. We haven't played them in a regular season game. We've always scrimmaged them. So it'll be exciting to prepare for them, and yeah. Yeah, I mean, every week's just fighting for the life of our team, and these seniors are my best friends, so I don't really care who we played. I think we saw them in the scrimmage, and I remember they're big, they're going to be fast, but I'll take my guys, and we'll see what happens, but yeah.
You did play them in a scrimmage earlier this year. For both of you, what impressed you the most going up against the team that you'll see a week from Saturday?
I think they're fast, physical. They're a WIAC team. They have great coaches over there too, so they're going to be prepared. But it'll be a good challenge for us, but we'll just stick to our preparation, stick to our day-by-day process, just trusting the coaches what they have for us. Yeah, I mean, what he said, it sounds about right. They're big, fast. I remember, all their linemen are big, and they got plenty of skill guys that are really good, but it comes down to just us being ourselves and doing what we do best, and just the small details are going to be what makes the game.
What's this season meant to you guys and this team? I know a lot of people were saying they didn't know what Wartburg football would be this year after losing a lot of really great seniors and fifth years last year and come out, be undefeated in conference play again. What's this season meant to you guys and the team as well?
I kind of start off, I'm just super proud of everyone that has stepped into a role that, the outside, whatever has talked about those roles. I'm super proud of those guys for sure. I'm just proud of all of us evolving into the brotherhood that we've evolved into. The standard's still the standard. So, we weren't shocked that we won the conference championship because that's the standard here. I'm just proud of everyone involved. Yeah, like you said, the standard's the standard, and there were a lot of guys that had to step up and be in maybe a bigger role. And I'm proud of everyone. They really stepped up, and it didn't feel like at the beginning of the year that we are a different team, but we still had our guys, and we all have each other's backs, and that's the biggest thing is just how's the team going to come together and play well together, because that's what matters is there's 11 guys, so the best teams, they come together as one unit and play together, fast and physical. Yeah.
Do you think this validates the success that Wartburg has had this year, validates how strong this program is right now?
For sure, yeah, definitely our coaches. We just trust in our coaches, trust in their preparation. They get us right. The senior captains, lead by example, learn from the other captains that have kind of paved the way. The standard is definitely the standard here, and we're proud to be a part of it. Yeah, being a younger guy like the captains and then the coaches, but they kind of paved the way of how it's supposed to look and be, and that's just what the standard is. And everyone here has trust in the coaches and believes in what they tell us to do and the game plans, and that's a big part of it too, is just trust. Everyone trusts each other and the game plan, and I think that's why it works out here.
Going back to week number 2, you went up to St. John's, obviously a tough place to play. Didn't get the result you wanted, but you were able to turn that into a positive. What ultimately did you learn from that result to help you throughout the rest of the season?
Definitely our preparation for sure. I felt like we may have gotten complacent a little bit, and so that kind of hit us in the mouth. We got a humble approach from that, and definitely our preparation throughout the week, how hard we practice, and just trusting in the little things, and just having a humble approach throughout the year has kind of been the biggest improvement we've seen. Yeah, losing's never a good thing, but
I look back and I kind of think that was a good loss for us. We needed it. Our preparation, just the guys, we went out there that after we lost and all right, let's go. Our practices were more intense just from, how we showed up every day and then we just needed it. Yeah.
Carter, I'll ask you, I asked the same question to Keenan. Throughout the course of this season, where have you grown the most as just an overall football player and really throughout the course of your career here at Wartburg?
I would say definitely in my leadership, kind of coming in as a freshman, not knowing where I'd stand, came in as a QB, now I'm a wide receiver, and just growing in my leadership, having my guys back, and just trusting the guys around me, trusting the coaches. I think the most growth I've seen is definitely just the way I approach practice has been the biggest key at my time here.
And looking at your career, probably some of your biggest individual statistics games. I know you're focused on the ultimate win or loss, but some of your biggest statistical games have been in the postseason. What allows you to step up at these key times of year?
Just the way we prepare, trusting in Coach Wheeler. Like I told you, kind of in our first meeting that we had together, just trusting in my coaches, trusting in my players. Just trusting in this team that we're going to have each other's backs throughout this whole process.
You don't play a game this weekend, but Coach said it's not a bye week.
No.
So how are you approaching the weekend?
We're kind of keeping it similar to our same style, having that Saturday practice at noon, and then kind of keeping the same so we're not out of routine a little bit. Definitely just our mindset as a whole unit. We know that this weekend is not a takeoff weekend because in about 2 weeks, we're going to be right in the field. So kind of having that approach and knowing that what we do now is going to have an effect in 2 weeks.
Yeah, same thing, really.
Both of your guys' position groups have dealt with a couple injuries this year. I know Nate Lane's missed some time. Drake George, obviously, is going to be out. What have you seen from some of the young guys, Dylan Swanstrom, Adam Link, who really stepped up into their roles?
Yeah, it's been pretty cool to see Adam step up into his brother's role, and a big part of that is, Nate's been an awesome mentor for him, obviously. It's pretty easy for Adam to go and ask him any questions he wants, and they're both, great players, obviously, but it's fun having Adam there for sure, and it's cool to see just him step up, and yeah, obviously he's been doing very great, very well.
Swanee, that's my guy. He's a playmaker, but I want to also give credit to Drake George for who he is as a player and just a person in general. Swanee kind of looked up to Drake. He always asked questions to Drake, and Drake was always there to answer those questions. So I think Drake's presence had an effect on who Swanee was as a player too, but also Swanee is a playmaker, and he's going to go make those plays. He's a freak athlete, so I'm proud of him.
With the way the schedule fell this year, you only had 4 regular season games out here. How cool is it to put on the home uniforms and play here at least once more again?
It's awesome to get the Nasty Blacks on. We didn't know kind of what the seating would come out to, but just bringing the brotherhood back here, having the stands full. We know that in the Walsey Hoop, it's going to be ramped up and it's going to be a great game. So,
yeah, definitely when we're in the Nasty Blacks, I think it kind of brings out everyone's best, and I think teams kind of see that, and so far it's worked out, and yeah, when we saw we were at home, I think we were all pretty excited to get back in the Nasty Blacks here at Walston Hoover and put on a show for people.
Carter, you potentially have the chance to go over 2,000 receiving yards for your career in this next matchup. I know you came in as a quarterback. Did you ever think you would own a stat like that as a receiver?
I didn't. Coming here, I thought I was going to play QB, but again, I just want to give credit to the coaches. The player that they grew me into. I trust in the offseason workouts, the training. Just trusting Coach Wheeler. That's my guy. Like, he'll put me and the other wide receivers in the best position, and we trust in that. So I think that has credit, and obviously the QBs and the O-line protecting. All of that is credited to those stats.
Keenan, I don't know if you consider yourself maybe last year more of a under-the-radar player, but now you are the starter in that position. Has anything changed in your preparation for this year, now being the guy?
Yeah, I definitely prepared last year, but obviously it's a different role. And yeah, this year I kind of see myself like trying to lead a lot more. I want to be a leader for all the linebackers in the defense. And, with that role, it's getting guys to watch film and pointing out like little details that the offense might do on a given week. And so yeah, that's really what it's been, is just trying to be a better leader and just step into a little bigger role.
How have you learned how to do that, how to watch film, how to pick up those keys to mentally be that much more sharper on game day than perhaps when you were just a special teamer last year? I shouldn't say just a special teamer, but in your role last year.
Yeah, that's what's cool about this program is really last year, I probably wasn't one of the guys, but it felt like it. Like them guys, the older guys, they brought me right along, and I did definitely prepare and watch film with those guys, so I kind of saw how they do it, and I'm just doing it this year. And Coach Cheddar, we watch film with him too, so he'll give us like a lot of the pointers and details, and then we'll bring that in and do it on our own, and yeah.
Thank you all for your time.
Thank you.